GTM Podcast on a mini-series of Buddha stories. It is the collections of the stories of the Lord Buddha past life where you can enjoy and learn the Buddhist wisdom along with it. This is not to make believe or convert people to be Buddhist. Instead, it allows us to reflect upon ourselves, the good and evil portrayed in the story, and how can we overcome to make our lives be prosperous and happy. The Buddha past life is not just only the tales but the moral story that can guide us to live our lives in the correct path. So the first that would be presenting in the series in this podcast is Porisat, the cannibal. Defilements force the human mind to create karma. Creating karma results in the retribution. Then the opportunity arises for us to be born as human beings. When the retribution takes effect and follow us, we would face difficulties or hardships in life, and may be away from or being without a home. As in the above to mention story, there was once a king who ruled a peaceful kingdom and turned to lone bandit, killing and become a cannibal to survive. Everywhere he looked, there were only enemies in his eyes. But when he met a Kalyanamitta, or a true and good friend, he followed the advice. His life turned around and he regained happiness once again. Although we may have made mistakes in the past, if we listen and follow a Kalyanamitta's advice, we can become a virtuous person, escape from danger and have refuge in life. It is just like Porisat the cannibal story that we are about to listen in this episode. Let's go back to a long time ago. There were two young men around the same age. Both were good looking, but their skin and clothes were dirty because they both had traveled long distance from different places. The two men met at an abandoned hut along the way. At first, they did not talk to each other because they both had just arrived around the same time. After resting for some time and having had their meal, they began conversing with each other. The first person had a beautiful face like a full moon and looked older than the other. He had started a friendly conversation first. "Friend, you are probably from out of town traveling afar. Where are you from? And where are you going?" The other man replied, "I am from Benares, in the region of Kasi, and I am going to Taxila. How about you?" The other asked back in friendly tone. "Oh, you came from so far away." "I am from Indapati, the region of Kuru. I am going to Taxila as well." It seems like we both have the same purpose of going to Taxila. Can I assume that you are going to Master Tisapamokkha school like I am, friend? Just for your information, Tisapamokkha is a title addressed to a famous teacher during that time. That is correct. My parents sent me to study the art and science at Master Tisapamokkha school, the younger man answered. The young man that began the conversation first had examined the other's speech and manner and could determine that he was not an ordinary person, so he asked straightforwardly, "Friend, are you a son of a wealthy man or a Brahmin, or perhaps a son of a king?" Brahmin is a title addressed to the religious person or family. When asked in such a straightforward manner, the other man thought that this man has sharp eyes and was very clever. There should not be any harm. So he responded truthfully, "Friend, indeed, I am the son of King Kasikaraja, the king of Benares. My name is Brahmadatta. Who are you then?" "Good, my friend. Since you are open about your true status, I should not take advantage of you. I am the son of King Korapaya, king of Indapati. My name is Sutasoma." Once they revealed their true status, they were glad that they met each other fellow traveler. who had the same lineage and had the same goal. So they conversed more and agreed that they would travel together in the next day. At the end of that conversation, Prince Brahmadatta said, "Sutasoma, my friend, since you are older and wiser than me, from now on please allow me to address you as my older brother." "It is all right, Brahmadatta. No matter what you call me, we are still friends, because the word friend has more impress and deeper meaning. Therefore, being older or younger did not matter." That night, both men slept soundly because they were tired from many days of travel on foot. In the morning, after they finished getting ready, they shared their breakfast before they left. They showed each other their money for tuition. Then they continued on their journey. When they reached at a village near the entrance to Taxila, they asked the local for directions until they were certain of how to get to their destination. Once they were certain, both traveled quickly and heading in the given direction. They reached Taxila in the late afternoon. Then they went straight to the master of the school and declared who they were, where they were from, and proposed to apply as his students. They also gave their fees to the master for tuition, room, and board. The master accepted both in the school as they wished. This was normal because many princes or sons of wealthy families from different kingdoms and regions come to study. Some were still studying there. Many graduated and returned to rule their kingdoms. In living and studying there, everyone had equal status, whether one was a prince or an ordinary person. No one had special privilege above others. There were strict rules that were not separated by caste or status. If someone broke the rules, that person would receive penalty. As a result, Master Tisapamokkha's school of Taxila was well known everywhere. How will the two princes study and progress? To be continued in the next episode, GTM Podcast, Buddha's Story.